piercing screams would wake a neighborhood, stun a nation, and eventually get authors Levitt and Dubner to wonder, do we really only care about ourselves? It was Queens, New York, 1964. 28-year-old Kitty Genovese was walking toward her apartment, unaware a stranger, Winston Mosley, was following her.
He then took a knife out of his pocket and he ran toward her.
Joe DeMay is a Queens, New York historian.
He stabbed her in the back 2 to 4 times with a hunting knife. Kitty Genovese screamed bloody murder.
The crime would soon become infamous, not simply because of the horrifying things done to Kitty Genovese, but because of what neighbors didn't do. The New York Times reported, for more than half an hour, 38 respectable, law-abiding citizens in Queens watched a killer stalk and stab a woman in 3 separate attacks. Not one person telephoned the police during the assault. The idea that no one would call for help, that no one from this apartment building would call police, shocked an entire nation. It was the mid-60s. Crime was on the rise. President Kennedy had been assassinated. And now people were asking, do we not care about anyone but ourselves?
The Kitty Genovese crime, murder, became the symbol of all that was going wrong with the world, of how incredibly, cruelly selfish human beings can be.
The crime got social scientists wondering, if we ignore our own neighbors in need, how about those closest to us, like dear old mom and dad? What they found at retirement homes surprised them.
If you are a parent in a nursing home, the best predictor that your child will show up is if you, the parent, are quite rich. Children of rich parents are much more likely to show up in nursing homes than are children of poor parents.
But even that wasn't a guarantee.
If you didn't have to compete against your brothers and sisters to kind of get the bequest, you didn't show up at the nursing home.
It sounds so depressing, though, to think that that's what drives us.
It would be depressing if we were all cruel and all selfish all the time, but we know we're not. The species probably wouldn't have survived if we were.
In fact, Dubner points to this number. Americans donate $300 billion to charity every year. Clearly, we're incredibly giving. So what gives? Is this really pure altruism or something else?
Hi, my name's Brad,
and I'm a University of Chicago student.
These young people are about to test a theory put forth by this economist. Can altruism, the amount we give, be easily manipulated?
Hi group, I'm John List. I'm a professor from the economics department at the University of Chicago.
Do good-looking people collecting for charity collect more money? List takes people's pictures and has them graded on a beauty scale from 1 to 10 by 20 independent evaluators.
Give them the brochure
before sending them out to solicit money for charity.
Don't be disappointed if people slam the door in your face.
The solicitors were told, ask for money for the La Rabida Children's Hospital.
Hi.
The young people wore hidden cameras, so he doesn't know he's on TV. We didn't want the camera to change people's behavior. We're only showing you the faces of the people who gave permission later.
Are you interested in making a contribution to that?
Not really.
No?
About 1 in 5 people gave money. We raised about $800 for the hospital.
Thank you very much.
Did the good-looking people do better? Yes. The best-looking people, like Michelle,
Okay, thank you very much.
raised 3 times the average.
When you go from the average physical attraction, which let's say is a 5, to a 7, that will cause twice as many households to give.
And economists say there are other ways to get people to give too. Just look at colleges and universities. They've promised donors that they'll etch names onto buildings. And in doing so, the colleges get their donations. Charities throw big parties where high society donors can see and be seen. And the charities win too. And the local church figured this out long ago. There's a reason why that basket passed around is open. Everyone can see what everyone else is giving.
So are we more altruistic when we know someone is watching us?
Yes, scrutiny. If you want to make people be generous, scrutinize them.